What's up, guys? It's Chachi Power here to do another review. Today we have Toy Story Buzz Lightyear in Chogokin form. This is released by Bandai. It's not going to be a crazy review, just covering the basics, showing you guys everything real quick, just enough to help you make the decision whether this is a worthwhile purchase. Now, for those of you not familiar with Chogokin figures, if you just happen to pass by this video searching for Buzz Lightyear, I will explain what that means really quickly without getting into the full history of Chogokin figures. Basically, Bandai, or actually Popey at the time, was making a line of figures made out of full die cast, and in the show, basically the robot was made out of a super alloy, which was called Chogokin. So to sell the figures and, you know, market them to younger kids, they marketed them as being made out of Chogokin. So it just became this big series of figures, and now it's extending into Disney figures. This would be the Chogokin logo right up here. Like I said, it means super alloy, but now it's pretty much used on any figure made out of die-cast. So that's a little bit of history for you. Let's continue on with the review. So we're going to start off with the box. The box right here, it's got a nice matte finish except for Buzz here. As you can see, when the light reflects, you only see it in the outline of Buzz. It's a nice box. The back shows Buzz Lightyear here, some of the various poses and accessories it comes with, and some movie scenes here. And as you can see up here, there is die-cast use. In other words, there is die-cast in this baby. So let's take a look at the figure. We'll move this box out of the way, and here is Buzz Lightyear. Now, right off the bat, this may not look any different than those plastic toys you would see at Toys R Us of Buzz Lightyear, but in fact it very much is different than anything you would find in Toys R Us, due to the fact that this figure feels like it's really 100% die-cast. I mean, it's really heavy. As you guys know, I am used to messing around with robot die-cast toys, and anything this size is usually not anywhere near this heavy. But this thing, it was made to be just like a big brick. I mean, what can I tell you guys? As far as die-cast, this whole upper chest is die-cast. Thighs are die-cast. Legs, die-cast. Feet, die-cast. Even, well, they're kind of hard to see, but, oh, actually, you can see the inner joints are also die-cast. So, I mean, they spared no expense in the die-cast on this toy. I don't know if it's because they're trying to, you know, just impress Disney, but I mean, this is a lot of die-cast. So really the only plastic things you have on this figure, you know, the head, the inside neck here, you have like a rubbery plastic waist, which I'll show you guys in a second, and the hands and the arms. The arms look like they could be metal. When you hold it, it feels like they are metal, but really they're just plastic. But nicely done plastic. I mean, nothing looks cheap on this figure. In terms of articulation, we're going to start off with the top here. We're going to start off with the head. The head is very nicely sculpted, by the way. It's got a very smooth, almost bearing-like, just very smooth head movement. Then we're going to go off to the shoulders here. It's got this little cup that goes around the shoulder. You got back and forth shoulder movement here, and the shoulders go up and they turn. And then you got the elbow, which has a good range of motion, nice ratcheting action. Then you got his wrist that also swivels and pivots. Then you have a waist joint, which is really stiff because the figure's new, but you can see that the rubber does flex. Then you got the legs, the upper hips on the ball joint here, which metal ball joints, by the way. Then you got the knee. You got the swivel here. And check out that knee ratchet. Pretty sweet. Then you have this ball joint you see in there. Then the feet movement. Very minimal side to side, but that's really just due to you know, the sides here. But if you pull the foot forward like I did here, you'll see that there is movement. Now if we come around to the back, he's got the famous wings that pop out. They don't actually pop out due to any button pressing. You actually have to pop them out yourself. And it's got the side wings that also pop out. Now let me just close this a second, pop it back in. If we lower the back here, he's got a you know, spot for batteries. Now although the batteries are not real, you can't use real batteries on here, it is nicely detailed. It's even got this little ribbon where you know, you would put the batteries in and then pop the ribbon out. I'll show you guys the batteries in a second. He's also got a play and demo switch here, which is also non-functional, but very, very nicely detailed. And the backpack just you know, snaps right in. Since I'm not going full-blown showing you all the accessories, otherwise this will be like a 90-minute video, I'm going to show the accessories really quick, which I'm actually going to even leave in the tray. But he does have his rose. Then he has all these different faces, which are easily removed and placed right on the Buzz Lightyear figure. He's got his eyes closed. He's got sort of like a determined look here. He's got a sarcastic or mean, or looks like he's planning something. Then he's got this weird goofy face. Then he's got his heroic face, and then a silly face. Then he's got all the various hands, which you would use to create any pose you want. And these are the batteries I was talking about. Like I said, these are not real batteries. They're little plastic look-alike batteries that would go right in the back of Buzz Lightyear. Now the final bit of accessory that this does come with is this stand here. It's got these 3 prongs that are adjustable. Basically clamp the figure on here. It's got ratchets, just like so. And the base, I'll show you the base here. The bottom of the stand says Chogokin Buzz Lightyear. Chogokin, like I explained earlier in the videos, for you that are not familiar, means super alloy, die-cast basically, and Buzz Lightyear. And it's got this little moon base looking thing with the craters. It kind of looks like it's made out of metal, but it's actually made out of plastic. And here he is making full use of the stand. The stand fits very well for the figure. Now there's a very important piece of the figure that I did forget to show you guys. You guys probably were thinking about it already, is the protective bubble that goes around. Now you'll see it here on the figure. Looks like it's down, but this is actually not really it. This is just meant to look like it. However, don't get discouraged, because the figure actually does come with the bubble, as you can see here, which allows you to place it on and complete the look of Buzz Lightyear. So it's very, 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 very nicely done. Plastic is very, very clear, and it's functional. Doesn't stay on too well, but it is functional. Let's try it again. There you go. What's cool about the figure is it does have buttons you could push in. You got the 3 on the side here, the one big red one. You have the laser. They are spring-loaded, so they have a nice feel to them. Or unfortunately for some of you, there is no sound effects. Sound effects would have been nice, but probably would have made this figure ultra expensive. You got the button back here. Check this out, guys. This opens up right here on his forearm. There you go. Now before we end this review, I just want to give my overall thoughts on this figure. I think it's great. I'm not necessarily a fan of Buzz Lightyear, although the aesthetics are pleasing. I would not give this toy to any kid. He would probably kill a dog with this or end up hurting himself somehow. So you want to be careful if you do get this and you have kids around. They're going to want to play with this. Believe me. I'm not sure if this review will convince anybody else to get this figure. It is pricey, but it is excellent. This is most definitely an adult collectible toy. You don't have to be a fan of Chogokin or Buzz Lightyear to enjoy this collectible. So that's going to be it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll be back soon with more.